What is up, everybody? My name is Hyken, and this is the glorious Model O Wireless. R1. R2. I got it. Really quick before we get into the review, I would just like to drop a quick reminder to hit that like button and that subscribe button if you are enjoying the video or find it valuable or informative in any way. The likes and subscribes really do help me out. The Model O Wireless is an ambidextrous shaped mouse, weighing in at an impressive for a wireless mouse 69 grams, all for the comparatively low price of $80 plus shipping. This mouse only comes in matte black or matte white at the moment. However, glossy is probably on the way, as Glorious has done those with all of their other mice releases, so keep an eye out for glossy versions of this mouse in the future. But right now we're just working with matte, and I have the matte black if you can't tell that on your own. In the box, you get the mouse, the wireless receiver module, the cable, a sticker, a manual, and a product guide. If you'd like to watch me unbox the mouse, that'll be linked down in the description or up in that corner right there. I did that live on my YouTube stream. I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday or Sunday at noon West Coast time. I play Valorant, I unbox mice and keyboards as well. We actually just did a keyboard build on stream as well. I'm looking forward to doing more keyboard building stuff. So again, make sure that you are subscribed so that you don't miss any of that. The mouse features Glorious's own BAMF or BAMF sensor. If you know what that means, you know what that means. I'm not going to say it here. And their own 2.4 gigahertz wireless connectivity as well, and they both function incredibly well together. They hold their own against, and honestly sometimes feel better than more expensive mice. Things like the Razer Viper Ultimate, for instance. The Razer Viper Ultimate is like $120. That's a $40 difference between these mice, and this sensor is still keeping up with the Viper Ultimate and sometimes beating it as well. Tracking and flick shots also feel great with this sensor. I have almost no complaints with this. This might legitimately be one of the best sensors that I've ever used in a mouse. The shape on this mouse is also really quite good. The measurements will be up on the screen for you right now. For reference, my hand is a medium size. It's 9.5 centimeters by 18 centimeters. I also generally prefer smaller mice than this one, so keep that in mind. I'm a relaxed claw to full claw gripper, depending on the mouse. I didn't find that this mouse was the best for claw grip. I think that it's much better for a palm grip, or even a fingertip grip worked better than this. I think that the back is just too long and the hump is too high on the full-size Model O to really give me, with my medium hands, a good claw grip. However, that being said, this mouse is a palm gripper's best friend, and it's pretty good for fingertip as well if your hands are big enough. Left and right mouse buttons feature Omron switches rated for 20 million clicks, and I am a really big fan of these. There's not a ton of pre-travel, just a little bit more than I would like, but they're pretty close. There's also not a lot of left and right movement with the mouse button pressed all the way down. The side button placement is alright. I wish that they were just a little bit farther back, but again, that's more of a personal preference thing. If your thumb is longer than mine, then you might have better luck. There is a little bit more pre-travel on these buttons than I would like, but the clicks do feel nice. Again, the pre-travel does take away from the crispness of this click, but they're not bad. Definitely not the worst side buttons I've used. We also have a DPI button on top and an indicator light on the bottom to tell you which DPI step you are on. Power switch is right down there on the bottom of the mouse too. Scroll wheel also feels good. I like the tension on it. I don't really love this kind of grooved dip design that they do with their scroll wheels. I don't love it personally. Some people might be a big fan of it. Again, this is just another personal preference thing. The click on the scroll wheel does feel good though. I will give them that. Also, there is no rattle when you shake this mouse around, as you get on some wireless mice. Here's the sound test so you can hear it all for yourself. Overall, I would say that clicking is a very pleasant experience on this mouse, as it should be. The PTFE feet used here, combined with the weight of the mouse, give it such a nice glide. For real, this is just buttery smooth. One of my favorite glides, I think, on a mouse that I've used. These also look thick enough to last you a little while if you're using a mouse pad that kind of eats away at your feet. This has probably been one of my favorite mice for tracking specifically, just because of how beautiful and smooth this glide is. I'm telling you, it's really, really nice. Build quality here is the best out of Glorious's lineup of mice that I have used. There is very, very little creaking here. There is no rattle on the inside. Everything feels sturdy, and gone are the days where we can activate the side buttons by pressing the mouse right underneath them. I remember on the original Model O, you could do that. You can't do that on this mouse anymore, so it's really good to see that they're making changes and adapting. The RGB looks good, and the branding is also fairly tasteful here. That's not really too big of a change from any of Glorious's previous mice either. They all have like this same exact lighting. To charge the mouse, all you need to do is unplug the cable from the dongle and plug it into the mouse. It's that easy. It is a USB-C, however, some of the benefits of USB-C, like being able to plug it in regardless of the way it's flipped, is gone for this mouse. It's nice that it's USB-C, I think it's a better connector, but there is only one way that you can plug it in, and that's the way with the little hexagon design up top, facing upwards. Battery life here was really good. Glorious quotes it at about 71 hours with no RGB. The battery never died on me when I was using it, so as long as you're remembering to charge it at the end of every day, day and a half, 2 days of use, you should be fine battery-wise, even with the lights on. The mouse also goes to sleep after not being used for a few minutes, which is a very great feature that saves you a lot of battery life. In the Glorious core software, we can do things like change different lighting effects, change the button function, set the DPI stages, or entirely remove them. We can also change certain mouse parameters like the liftoff distance, debounce time, and polling rate up to 1000 Hz. You also have 3 different profiles to save everything to. I think this is a pretty good software as far as mouse software goes. I just wish that we had some more options regarding lighting customization. I really felt like it was kind of lacking in this regard, but the good news is that I'm pretty sure they can just add that later with a software update. Gaming on this mouse was a straight up dream. This is an $80 mouse that honestly knocks it out of the park and does not pull any punches when going up against the other top mice like the Razer Viper Ultimate. It's better than the Razer Viper Ultimate in a couple different ways. I will do a full comparison video on the two, but I mean, the Razer Viper Ultimate is a mouse that costs at least $40 more than this mouse. So really good bang for your buck value here on this mouse, I would say. If you like the original Model O and you're wanting to go wireless, just get this one. It's that easy. This is one of my top mice starting out the year here in 2021, and I'm very excited to see what Glorious does in the future. I hope that this means that we're going to be getting like the Model D wireless, the Model O minus wireless. I'm sure it does, but I'm really hoping they get those out quick because I want to get my hands on a Model O minus wireless. What other mouse releases are you guys looking forward to in 2021? Let me know down in the comments below. All right, everybody, that's going to go ahead and do it for me today. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to hit that like button and that sub button on your way out if you enjoyed the video. It really helps me out, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.